Hey there, Lindsay Ali here. How are you doing on this Thursday? I'm happy that you're here. Do you want more leads and sales in your network marketing business? If you do, then I'd like to talk to you today. If I can talk right, I'd like to talk to you today about blogging. Have you ever thought of blogging? Have you thought about it being for you and how you can use it to generate? Trust me, I never thought that I would want to either. Not a writer, not a good writer, and definitely never thought I would be in this place, but I am, and I want to share with you why I think that this is a very important strategy that you should consider using to help you build your business, build your leads, and generate more sales. So stay with me today if that's what you want to do or to learn about or to hear about and have an open mind about, possibly. My name is Lindsay Ali, and I am a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom. I have a few passions from my faith, decorating cakes, of course, my family, and helping people to get fit, feel fabulous, and find freedom with their finances by building a highly profitable business online so that you can build and live the life that you desire and just of your dreams. So blogging. Like I told you in the beginning of this video, not a good writer here myself, not a good speller. I have typos all the time, especially on text. And I never thought that I would be using my website for blogging. I've had my website for a long time, but just recently I would call myself a very, very new blogger. Decided to take that and utilize that and really leverage it to start getting leads and sales into my business. So here's the not so secret of most successful digital marketers, or maybe some of the top people in your companies. If you're not already building a brand and establishing yourself as an authority figure in your niche, then it's time to start thinking about how you're going to do that and then start doing it. Blogging can be a very simple and effective tool for you to take traffic to a lead, and then take that lead to become a customer, and that customer to become a strong, sustainable, long-term business that will help you survive this online space. So there's some effective ways that you can blog, but there's lots of ineffective ways that you can blog. And I want to talk about first, I just got off this training about this very topic, so I have some stats for you if you want to know those about what you're up against when you start to get to blogging, but also kind of squash those fears, because fears are going to rise, with some more information. So just today, just in one day, there's said to be 3.5 million blog posts that go live, that launch. 3.5 million that go a day. That's 145,000 every hour. 2,500 every minute, and 40 blog posts every second go live. And that's just today. Tomorrow there will be more, lots more. So that's a lot to go up against, right? A lot to go up against, and that may make us fearful, kind of like, oh, I really like this company and their products, but the market is saturated. Well, maybe a lot of people do know about that particular company you're in or thinking about getting in and those products, but it doesn't mean that you have to go up against the big bear of them all. And we'll talk about that in a minute. You're probably thinking, what am I supposed to do as a new blogger? Maybe the same you're thinking in this company that you're in. What am I supposed to do as a new person trying to get started and up my game? How am I supposed to compete with that? Well, as far as blogging goes, 99% of those blogs that go up a day that we just talked about, the 40 per second, are useless crap, mediocre, uninspiring, uneducational, impersonable, and spammy posts that no one wants to read. And I don't want to read that. So we know other people don't want to either. Have you ever heard that saying that content is king? Well, apparently, when that phrase came about and got real popular, content is king. Everybody just started throwing up all kinds of content onto their blogs and into the online space and on their websites, and it was all crap. And crap doesn't work, and the search engines don't like crap. In fact, they penalize those kind of posts. But also, and more importantly, people don't like crap. Your people who want to follow you and need to hear from you don't like or want crap, right? So can you believe that people apparently pay freelancers to throw up like 200 posts in a week for them? You know that that is not very well researched, very intentional information to help their reader, their followers actually come through and learn how to do a particular thing, right, that they're trying to achieve. So it's all crap. So why is that great news? Because it is great news. It's great news for you and me. And that is because that means there's no competition out there for us. Then if 99% of all of that's thrown up there online is crap and impersonable and not inspiring and doesn't contain value, then we have a leg up and we don't have much competition. So you don't have to blog every day or every other day or even every week if you don't want to. And you won't be good at first, just like anything that we start. We're not going to be good at first, but it comes over time and we just have to start. But what it can do is create a place for you to start being noticed and recognized. But our content also can't just be good. So we have no competition, but good isn't good enough because what is being recognized is exceptional. So we have to create epic posts. So have you heard the phrase, if the tree falls in the forest and no one's around, does anyone hear it? The same goes for this. If there's 40 posts every second being put up every day, then does anyone read it and get value from it? It's the same thing that goes here. The truth is that most of those posts that are published, they don't get read. And if they don't get read, even if it's good content, then it's useless information because it's not being put out there. So this company, Moz and BuzzSumo, did a study, and they analyzed over 1 million articles, and less than half of those articles got more than 2 shares on social media. So it's not very good stats right there. So how do we survive? Right? As a new blogger or someone who wants to get in this, to leverage the internet to build a sustainable, profitable business. How do we do that? We've got to create, share, and promote exceptional content, epic content. And over on my blog, lindsayali.com/blog, this particular video along with the post will dive into how to create some epic content and what you need to think about. So go over there and just be on the lookout for this particular video and blog to go with it goes up so that you can get this information on what we need to think about to create some epic content on our blogging. But for the sake of this video, I don't want to go too far into that. Go to lindsayali.com/blog. It will be the last one up if you're watching this within a week's time. And take a look at that. But instead of diving deeper there, because you can go and get it over at the blog, let's ask ourselves why we need to do this. Well, it gets us noticed. So if you start doing this, it will get you noticed. It will help to generate traffic for you. It will help you to create relationships with those who are following you that you don't even know are following you. And then once a relationship is formed, then a lead can happen, and then a customer, and then moving forward with all of that, a sustainable business. It establishes you as the authority figure and the thought leader in your industry and your niche, which is really important for us in today's world. It ranks you higher in the searches as you go onto Google, and it will be the backbone of your business that will help you survive in this digital age. It just will be. Will it be easy? No, it will not be easy. Will you be good at it first? Probably not. Maybe there's an exception to these rules, but probably not. But we all have to start somewhere, right? We all start somewhere with being bad at something and then move forward into getting better and better and then exceptional. And just like your business that you're in, hopefully you're in it for the long run, and you will figure out no matter what, how you're going to get from where you are in the beginning to success, or being unstuck to your next level of success. So there's no shortcuts with this, but it can help you create some leverage with the internet and with social media and help get you recognized. This will be your digital home, your digital address. It will be your digital resume, and it will be the foundation of all of your marketing efforts that you do. Your blog should be in the middle, and around your blog, you should have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and everything in those social media sites will point back to the blog, just like I've already done in this video. How to create epic content, what you need to think about. That's going to live over on my blog. If you want to dive deeper into that, go to lindsayellie.com/blog and take a look at that. This video is pointing back to my blog as a source of the hub of information. And if you think about all of the leaders in the industry, think about those who are trainers in our industry. And maybe you've got some top leaders who are not trainers, but they are killing it with being top leaders and bringing in tons of leads. How can they continuously do this? Most of them have a website where they can run traffic to and create a relationship and generate a lead and then a customer. They create the like, know, and trust through that hub, which is their blog, their website. And again, we don't have to I was going to say we don't have to be great, but we do have to be exceptional, but that will come over time. But we don't have to create a blog every single day. That's what's great. We can create one massively huge epic blog and refer back to that to grab so many different posts from it and clippings to just kind of post on social media to make into graphic quotes, or to just refer back to or create lives from even. So as you come on, say hello, because I don't know who's here until you say hi. But hopefully I'm live in the right spot. I didn't even check that in the beginning, but we're talking about blogging and why that might be important for your business. So I don't know if I am in the right place. Where am I live at? I am. Okay, I just want to check real quick because I've gone live in the wrong spot before. Okay, so it's going to be your digital home. It'll be your foundation of all of your marketing efforts that you were going to try to do. And you just have to start somewhere. So there's a story where there's two guys in the forest. And this applies to all that information that I just mentioned over about how many people are blogging and the 40 posts a second that go up in blogging. If you are, there's two guys in the woods and they run across a bear. And the first one gets down on his hands and knees and he starts praying. And the second one, he bends over and he starts lacing up his boots. And the first one looks over him and he's like, "Hey, my friend, you cannot outrun a bear." And the second guy looks at his friend, the first guy, and says, "I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you." So the bear is this 40 posts a day, the millions of posts that are going up every single day. That's our bear. But we don't have to be better than the bear, and we don't have to outrun that bear. We just have to outrun the 99% of the other guys that are putting out crap, spammy, impersonal and uninspiring information. We just have to outrun that person. So where do we start? You need to start by just analyzing your competition. Look at their blogs, get on their lists, analyze their content, and then use your competition as a way to create content ideas yourself as you go through and research, and then dive deeper into your research and ask this question. Ask what's missing from what they're giving, and you add that in, elevate your work and your value in your content, and then put that out, and you are just going to soar. So remember the study of Moz and BuzzSumo, the company who analyzed over 1 million blogs. Well, they determined that there is a sweet spot for the blogs. They said that 85% of the posts are less that are less than 500 words. So 85% of posts have less than 500 words in their blog post. And of just that amount that have the less than 500 words, half of those get fewer than 2 shares on social media. That's not good. That's not good. So what does that mean for us? It's another good news. We already have the leg up and know what to do, right? The longer articles that have 1,000 or more words, they generate more traffic and higher rates and numbers of shares and links back to their blog. That's amazing. So now we know we just got to write a little bit longer posts. So just to break that down super quick, if you have 1 to 2,000, you're going to get 3.4 more shares. 2 to 3,000, you're going to get 4.2 more shares, and 3 to 10,000, you're going to get 5.8 more shares based on just the words alone. And that's great. Those are the numbers, again, that came out of the study from Moz and BuzzSumo as they analyzed over 1 million blogs. So before we sit down and start to write anything, there's a few questions that we've got to ask ourselves. We've got to ask, if someone's sitting down looking for something, what are they searching for? Are they looking for a question or trying to solve a problem? Are they, where are the sources that are looking? What are the credible sources that they could be looking at? What, useful and relevant information that I think was missing that I could put in there and elevate the content from my competitors. And there's tons more that is also in this little segment of before I sit down and write, what do I need to do? So go over to lindsayali.com/blog. This video, along with the blog post, will be up soon in the next 24 hours so that you can take a look and dive deeper in what you need to do before you sit down and write. But I just don't want this video to go much longer. So we need to remember as we go through and do this, it seems like a lot of overwhelming information. I've got to research, I've got to, look at my competition, and I've got to make sure I do epic stuff. We just have to know, one, we don't have to be epic right out of the gate. It's going to take time for us to grow, as it does anyone, and we don't have to beat the bear. Remember the story. If you didn't hear that, go back a little bit. We don't have to beat the bear. We just have to outrun the other guy. And it's easy to do when 99% of what's being put up in those 40 posts a second, every single day, is just outrun the other guy. And if their content, 99% of their content is crap, it makes it a little bit easier for us. So, now we've got a blog post up, and we want to leverage that to get more leads and sales and customers and a stronger business base. How do we do that? Well, the next thing we have to do is learn how to drive traffic to those epic blog posts that we're writing, right? So that's a whole nother video and a whole nother topic that, I'm still working on myself, but I do have a resource that I want to share with you that I highly recommend you going and looking at. Yes, it will kind of talk about blogs, but it also just give you some ideas on how you can create a way for people to come to you, a way for you to attract people to you instead of having to go out and bug everybody else, your family, your friends, whatever, but to learn how to recruit in a different way. So that's my first next step. I have 2 next steps for you, is to go to lindsayali.com/10day and sign up for a 10-day recruiting boot camp that will teach you just how to do that, how to attract people to you without bugging your friends and family and those people on your list, and really start working your business in a different way. So go to lindsayali.com/10day. That's the first step. The second step that I have for you today to do is to go into a little bit more in depth about blogging and, what I think the pillars are that, if we want to rise to the top, that we need to be doing, and how we can bring all that together to really leverage the internet and build that profitable business that we want. And that is on a free masterclass that I am putting together and creating as we speak. And so you can go to lindsayali.com/HHB Wade. It's the Hill Hustle masterclass with the 7 pillars. And I want to make sure I think it's HHB weight, Hill Hustle Blueprint weight. And that's, like I said, going to just cover some pillars that I really think that I see in studying successful people and top leaders in different companies, what they have. And if we put all that together and we know about it, and then we can start working on it piece by piece, we can really start generating leads at the push of a button. And that's exciting for me. And hopefully that idea would be exciting to you too. And if so, then go to lindsayali.com/HHB as in boy weight. That's for the Hill Hustle Blueprint, HHB weight, and sign up for that. It's just a wait list because I'm not done with it. And then we can get together and we can talk about that and dive a little bit deeper into this particular topic, and kind of also give you some ideas of how you can make it a little bit easier on yourself, not feel so overwhelming. So sign up for that. Go to lindsayali.com/HHB weight for the free masterclass waitlist. And remember that 10-day recruiting boot camp at lindsayali.com/10-day. That's going to be super informational for you. I don't know if that really made sense, but it's going to be super informative for you to learn how to recruit in a different way so that you can stop bugging your friends and family, which I personally hated doing. So that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are still on with me, I appreciate it. And I will see you next week for another live that will give you a blog that will give you more ideas on how to build your business online, leveraging social media, and just designing a life by your design, from your dreams, and really starting to feel the freedom in finances because you have a goal and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then you can start generating leads and have people coming to you and have fun in your business. So, okay, that's all I got. You'll have a great week and weekend, and I will see y'all next week. Bye. Live. Okay, I feel so fancy. So head over to my Facebook page, Lindsay Rose Ali, or lindsayali.com. I just come down here and I put it down here. That's I don't even like coffee. I love coffee mugs, and today I love. There's more coming, so just check back. All right. So I'm gonna leave.